Hello everyone, welcome to Chasing Adventures. Today we're going to be installing Vice Design Grille lights on the 2025 Ram 1500 Rebel. Alright, so this is the final video of this series, and so far we installed Auxbeam AC800 8-gang switch panel with Vice Design mounting brackets for both the switch panel and for the controller. We installed North Side Halo ditch lights on the hood with Vice Design mounting brackets, compared two 9-inch Auxbeam lights, and install one of them on the bumper with Vice Design mounting brackets. And finally, we're going to install Vice Design Grille lights. So if you're just joining us, I'll leave links to all the videos in the video description so you can be up to date with the series, or just check out all the Rebel related videos in the playlist. So these grille lights are a brand new item from Vice Design, and I don't even think it's on their website yet, but they wanted me to test that out, so here it is. And this has to be the coolest, most thought out grille lights that I've ever seen. Because normally, grille lights, AKA Raptor Lights, you find online are usually just some LEDs and a plastic casing with amber or clear cover and some kind of wire sticking out. Kind of like this. So you have to wire it on your own, and since it's two pieces of plastic glued together, you could get condensation and eventually blow out the LED, which is exactly what happened to this one. So, these are junk. But seeing these for the first time, it's actually fully covered with some type of orange resin, both front and back, and feels like a top-notch product that will last a long time. And the wiring harness, well, check this out. So you have wires for all individual lights, and you plug all the lights into the splitter circuit board. Then connect this end to the power source, which is usually to one of the accessory fuse slot. But they already connect the fuse tap for you, so you don't need to make your own wiring. So all you have to do is just basically tap this into one of the accessory fuse slot and connect the negative, and you got lights. And to install the lights, first remove the top plastic shroud by pulling these taps out. So if you have a trim removal tool, just put it into this plastic tab and pull the first piece out, and then remove the bottom piece. If you don't have one, you could also use a flathead screwdriver to kind of do the same thing. Just slowly raise it up, pull the upper portion out, and pry out the lower piece. And once you have all the plastic taps out, the plastic shroud should just kind of pull right out. So just pull the top up and slide it into the engine bay. And just clip out the sides. And there we go. So we can put this aside. So now we have room to work on here. Okay, next, this is the hood latch. So if you look at right underneath the hood latch, there's this foam material and then this plastic guard piece. Now, to run the wires, basically we're going to slide the wire in between the foam and this plastic shroud and position the wire where you want them, and we're going to fetch it out. And then this is up to you, but you could position it pretty much anywhere on the grill. But there are two longer wires and two shorter wires. So make sure to use the longer wires for the outermost lights and the shorter wires for the inner lights. And connect all the wires to the splitter, and connect the power wire to the back of the splitter. And they also provided self-tapping screws to mount the splitter, but I don't like making holes if it's not necessary, so I'm just going to use a zip tie to tie it down. Alright, so I have the circuit board zip tied to this little spot here. And if you wanted to drill this in, you lay it flat onto this surface, and you can put the screw onto this hole and just drill it in. And I ran the power wire along with the hood latch cable, and I kind of zip tied it along the way as we go. And it went under there, and here's the power wire. Now to tap into one of the accessory fuse spot, there are several options, but I didn't want to use anything that was important. And I found this one, which is number F62, which is for trailer brake. And I tested with the circuit tester, And with the ignition off, nothing comes on. But with the ignition on, we got power. So if I tap it into this slot, the Grille lights will only turn on when the ignition is on. And when the ignition is off, the Grille lights will also shut off too. So just grab the fuse removal tool that's located here on the fuse box and take the fuse out. There you go. And if we look at the fuse tab, there's an empty spot. So just plug the fuse that we just took out onto that spot and then plug this back to the fuse slot. And then for the ground wire, I'm just gonna connect it to one of these ground terminal here. Okay, so I have all the wiring connected, and now let's turn the ignition and see if the lights will turn on. There we go, the ignition is on, and we got lights. Nice. And I don't know if the camera is catching it, but I could tell that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 LEDs all across. But it's a very subtle diffused light that's coming out, which is still bright. Very nice. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the running lights. Oh yeah, these lights, actually the colors match pretty well because I have last fit amber LED bulbs in here. And yeah, the colors match very nicely and it goes very well with each other. Nice. Here we go. And let me actually turn this light off to see. So you guys can see. Oh yeah. It gives a very unique look to my RAM now. Sweet. Okay, now I want to show you guys all the lights that I put on the RAM. So obviously the Grille lights, and then the Nope side halo lights with the running lights on, and the actual LEDs. Oh yeah, by the way, this is the AuxBeam switch panel remote. How cool is that, right? And then the AuxBeam 360 Pro LED lights on the bumper. Jeez, okay, I'm blinded. But yeah, those are all the lights that I have put on the RAM to help me navigate through, dark forest roads. And I also tinted the fog lights here with vivid yellow tint, but it's actually more green. I kind of don't like it, so I might have to redo it with a different film or just put another layer on top of it and see how that looks. But yeah, this is pretty green. But other than that, love the way my Rebel is turning out. So big shout out to Vice Design and AuxBeam for providing their awesome products for me to share with you guys. And I'll have links to all the items in the video description, so make sure to check them out. And this will conclude this series of videos, but I still have other plans for the Rebel, like wheels and tires next. So make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new and turn on the bell notification too so you won't miss when my next video is uploaded. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button too. So thank you all for tuning in today. Until next time, keep chasing adventures, and I'll see you all in my next video.